Okay, never mind. Just forget the thing that I said. Okay, so this is automatically shared as a view only thing. I meant to do it as it's going to populate a handout and send it back in. And then that last step of the thing just got eaten up by other things that I needed to do. So if you click this, it would be helpful for you to have this ready, because we're going to go through the first question of it then together. And I'm just going to go like this. I should have made this like little text boxes, but then in turning this from a come on, brain, in turning it from a pages file to a document or like a docx to a Google Doc, I was like, you know what? There's only so much time that is good uses of time and bad uses of time. Okay. All right. So, we've got you over here. And then we've got you right here, and we're going to move you up. Okay. I'm not even sure if I told the other class, I'm going to immediately create a Dropbox, like a regular Dropbox for this. And I'm pretty sure, I was like, as soon as class is over, I'm going to do it. And then I think class ended, I did not do it. So I need to write myself another Post-it note reminder. I don't even know what that means. Cryptic Post-it note fragments. No one here with. Okay. Dropbox. Okay, so, hey, hopefully by now you've looked at this or you know where you can find it, and you're going to make your own copy of it. So, I don't know if I mentioned to your class last time or not, that we've got a funky marriage of like ethos, pathos, and logos for Aristotle's persuasion, but the claim, data, warrant, and impact, no, not impact, I keep on using debate language, claim, data, warrant, and then concession is a different model. It's Toulmin's model, but it's actually just supposed to be a nice like checklist of, do you have these things that make a good argument? Not like this is the only way you can do the thing. But it fits pretty nicely. And again, the claim then being your overall argument statement, your overall thesis, your overall, what is it that you're trying to say? So the author's claim, the funky thing, he actually starts out with the introduction as not his claim, but the thing that inspired his claim, right? The Mr. Turk and this whole like, hey, the purest sentence, being, an elemental sentence being a two-word sentence. And then Tom, well, the kid being like, what about yes? And then Tom being like, no, the purest sentence is no. So that's basically the author's claim. And he doesn't secretly get it he doesn't get to it until this, right? The pure sentence isn't yes with all its affirming possibilities. It is a loud door slam of no. It also goes kind of in this little area. I would quibble that the control part isn't part of the actual claim. I think that gets a little bit into, you can see it as kind of support these sort of things. But the pure sentence is the clarity of no, right? So put that in whatever words that it is that you would like, but that's a claim. That's an argument statement. It's not just truth because he says it. It's a truth that is both his opinion and he has had things borne out by it, and so cool. So claim, hey, there you go. And then remember, we've got data and the warrant being like what connects the data to the claim. Well, if we got 3 points he develops in support of his claim, what you can do is, if we go one piece of evidence and then think of that as AKA, I know that there's one of the periods also known as, this is one of the the bits of responsibility that as an English teacher, and I'm like, I know, okay, AKA still does need to be punctuated because it is still, it's not. Anyway, sorry. English teacher confessions. When it's easier to break the rules, but you know the rules, and then you feel like I mean, but the rules are important, except for when you know the rules well enough that you can break them. But then other people don't know that you know why you're breaking the rules, and then it sucks because you're like, I know. AKA data. The development is secretly where he is doing like the warranting. You know, where he's like doing the connecting bit. Okay, so the fun thing is his data is actually in the form of stories. You might think that the story is the point. No, the story is actually the experience, the real world example. Secretly, why for this persuasive essay, you don't necessarily have to go out and do research. You definitely should if there's like a funky fact that fits in and you're like, yeah, this totally helps me make my case. But you've also been alive and watching the world go by. And so you have your own experiences that you can also use as your data and then warrant them, you know? Anyway, and the reason that I really like this essay is that it's crafted really, it's not crafted to fit this model, but it's kind of astonishing how well the Toolman model really is a good checklist for, is this a strong argument or not, and how you can find those things. So the rest of your job, oh my God, okay, it's 9:31, and I was like, oh no, it's gonna be like 10, 15 minutes. The rest of your job for Thursday, please, is to complete this and complete this and have it handed in. There is, I had the opportunity to have you read the next, I know full well that, come on, brain. This feels like not enough, but the next thing that I would maybe have you do feels like too much. It's like it's a longer essay, but it's really good, but it's also satire, and there's a lot of space for things to get lost in translation. So we're actually going to read the satire one next. And then, like I said before, things if things do change in terms of like what Wednesday or Thursday or Friday would look like, not Friday for you guys, no, Friday for you guys. But I will send out like an announcement thing, and I'll also ask Dr. Skinner to change things on the schedule. Regardless, for sure, I will set up things for you and I to meet in like throughout the next week to go over your old essays, your other essays, and then bring that knowledge into the next one. And I'm thinking really of sort of changing up how to assess the point value with that, because it just seems really inadequate in this kind of environment to be like, here's a grade. So that's sort of the other thing that I've been puzzling over. Okay, here's the last question that I have. As far as preferences, I've talked to some teachers who had people sign up in like smallish groups, but then at the same time, in being able to like talk with you about like the awesome stuff for writing and ideas in your paper, would people rather sign up as like small groups of like 2 or 3, or would you rather have like just sign up by yourself for a period of time, which would be like, I can never get anything done in less than 10 minutes, but so it'd probably be like a 10 to 15 minute thing. So hold up a 1 if you're like 1-to-1, and hold up like a, I don't know, fist or something that has more than people. So I can kind of see what some people would prefer. Group of 2, group of 2 or 3, group of 2, group of 2 or 3, group of some. So here's the note I will do. Awesome. That's really good for me to know. Because the thing is, I want to also make it easiest for people to do it rather than avoid it. If you are a person who's like, actually, I'd like my own personalized time, I'll make individual sign-up times available as well, right? So that you get to pick your thing. And that's it. Oh no! My vet is calling me, but I think it just to remind me that I have a vet appointment. Otherwise, I'm really proud of you. This whole scenario, if I were in high school right now, I made it through high school, like really definitely finishing things up sort of in the classes beforehand, to my it just sort of is the way that I survived. If I started homework after school, I didn't have a good way of like doing it in a set amount of time, and it just expanded. So this hits me at my weak spots in terms of things. So I'm really proud of you, how beautifully you've been doing that. And like, that's straight up not just being like, oh, I want everybody to feel good. Like, you're really coping well, and I'm really proud of it. Even if it doesn't feel like you are from the outside, like, you guys are kicking ass, pardon my language. So with that, have wonderful rests of your days.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Oh, it's my office hours now, so you can stay on if you want to.
I have a question for you.
I'm here. Yes.
Wait, you're still recording. So.
Oh no! Oh God! Oh, thank you. Yep. Stop recording. Stop recording. Stop recording. Stop recording. Okay. I bet it's in this little thing. Stop recording. Wonk. Okay. Perfect. Yes. Stop recording.